Hello, welcome, Braveheart Nation. This is Jake Cunningham. I have my partner Brent Knutson on in our final segment of this eight-part series called Be Brave. And what does that mean, be brave? Are you talking about bees? Are you talking about our courage and confidence? Well, we're talking about a little of both, and why these bees are so important, why they make such a profound impact in our world to get the quality food that we eat, how it connects to the great products that are on docodetox.com or any of your other resources. But we've gone deeper. We've gone deeper in this journey, and I want to encourage everybody to check out the previous episodes because we are talking about something much deeper than just the role of our pollinators in the world, which is very important. We're talking about some source information, the source design, the source code for which all life thrives and builds resilience. And my partner, Brent Knudsen, longtime friend and partner of mine in the frequency world. Last episode, we shared something I don't know if we've shared publicly before in that depth. We shared where this information came from, how we collaborated together. And we really encourage you to go watch it because when you do start to connect the dots and understand, it not only helps you understand why this is so important, understanding frequency, understanding energy in all that we do and all that we are, but it does help answer and connect and bring your stress down in all the other stressors happening in the world right now. Geopolitical, toxic food, people trying to stick needles in your arm and your kids, all this stuff, it helps you stay grounded. So I'm going to pass the ball. Brent, welcome. It looks like it's you and I today. Dr. Daryl and
Yep.
Sage are occupied, or I mean, they're all over the place, right? These guys are
Yeah.
tuning in from the world. So it's Brent and I's show today solely. My partner, Brent
Yeah.
Knudsen. Say hello to everybody and kind of, yeah, ground people and set us up for what we're going to be covering today in this last episode of this eight-part series.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Jake. And hello, everyone. And as always, Jake and I are just thrilled to be here to talk with you. Now, as Jake alluded to, is this is the eighth episode or show of a series we have done since the beginning. So we really encourage you to go to Dr. Detox and watch them because we go through all the details of everything that the technology is involved in. So we really encourage that. Now, as the last week was our show, really showing you how we did the testing and so forth. So what we thought about that would be great for our show here to conclude this would be what we use this for and what we go out into the world and do that you're all supporting. And we really want you to know every time that you go to Doc of Detox and you're using the honey and you're using the Pure Wave cell, this is what you're supporting out there. So this is what we want to let you know and show you what that looks like. So that'll be today's show. But before we get to that, I also wanted to say that this will be our last show for a while, probably for a month or so, because we're going to go out and do more researching with animals and more production and more content so that we can come back and show you what's going on with that and show you what more it's doing, specifically what it's doing for you and animals. So that would be valuable to you. So that's why we'll take a break, because we're going to spend our time to go out and do that. So again, then back to today is we, as we've been saying all along, is we have decided. Well, first of all, before I get to there, I wanted to say, with all the things that are going on in the world today that everybody's exposed to, that Jake had just mentioned, what we have found a really great solution to anxieties that people feel from what they see going around them is to become creative. So that was the biggest focus for us, is that when you start to change from watching what's going on in the world to participate in creating in it, that anxiety all goes away. Just try it someday. Just try one day to separate yourself from watching or listening to all the things that you're being told that's going on. And then you start to create, whether that's making jewelry or creating art or going back to looking after other people, you'll find that all of that goes away, that anxiety goes away. So we want to show you today why what we're doing, going out and making a difference. So we're not listening to why it's all a problem. We're going out and solving the problem. And so on that note, Jake has put together, from what I understand, a lot of different things. So we want to show you different things that we're doing with actually how we're putting it into the beekeepers, and then how we're doing things with seeding. So we'll start off in a way that I'll talk about some things that you're seeing, and then Jake can talk about some pictures that you're seeing. So we'll start off, Jake, with wherever you want to start, and I'll start explaining what we're doing and what's going on, right? I can't hear Jake. Your mic is off, so just maybe put that back on.
There we
Yeah.
go. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Okay. I
So
can.
I just
Yeah.
want to acknowledge everybody and what that reminder was, Brent. That and it reminds me, the show is called Be Brave, but we have to be the change we want to see. We have to take action. And as cliche as that may sound, when you get involved, what unfolds is commitment, and through commitment and involvement over time is change. I mean, ask any, hey, new diet, new workout plan, new relationship, right? Consistency over time. And so start to take action. Thank you all of you supporters out there that have supported Doc of Detox, Daryl, and ordering the Pure Wave honey and Pure Wave cells. You guys, this is what you are supporting beyond the miracle superfood of honey, the energized honey, and then the Pure Wave cell. We're sharing this today with you to show you this is the way your action is allowing us to take action, which allows the people that we're going to share to take action. And that's when things change. And so be the change. This is being the change. And Brent, so with that said, I just want to start with what you guys, I just got back from a show in Colorado, met some amazing people, but that was more of a trade show sharing the products and story. Why don't you talk about what is happening here with, this is Brandy, right? Our beekeeper. And
Right.
and what you just did with the high school kids, because this I want to share
Yeah,
this
so
video.
maybe Jake, yeah, let's there's a better picture. Great. So let me as you go through it, I'll just explain what's going on, right? So this is a project. So we take on new sorry, just yeah, just do you want to just stop it there, Jake? Just stop it for
Okay,
a second, and
okay,
then we'll run
I
it.
can mute the sound and have you talk over it too if you want.
Yeah,
Oh,
just leave it right there, and then you can play it.
okay,
Um,
perfect.
so when we bring on new beekeepers, not only do we provide them with pure wave cells to build up the hives, but we also, in this case, you're looking at where these two beekeepers, which is Ryan on the left and Brandy on the right, is what they're looking to do is expand their hives out, which is quite expensive. In other words, they have X amount of hives. I think they have about 100 hives right now, and they wanted to expand it out. So to go out and buy bee boxes and everything, very expensive, because to help really the bees, we have to help the beekeepers. So what we did is we had a high school group of in the shop class at Grey Highlands High School, and what we did is we got all the wood and material because schools don't provide that. And sorry, Jake, back to maybe that picture of what we were looking
Okay,
at there.
yep. I was going to go to the kids in the
Yeah.
shop, but
So
go ahead.
so basically,
Yep.
what we did there is all those blue boxes that you're seeing there are all going to be going into the expanded new hives of Brandy and Ryan, and we provided all the income for that wood, building the boxes, and got the community of the high school involved. And this is a picture of that. We are now taking it from the shop class and providing it to the beekeepers, right? So if you want to run that now, Jake, it could talk a little bit about that, is to that we're presenting it here to the beekeepers, right?
Yeah.
And at no charge to them. Yeah, so here we are project where the incredible kids from high school here at Grey Helens have been good enough to come along and do this amazing work on these bees for Ryan and Brandy here. And we're going to be putting these next week and expanding their hives. But we couldn't do it without all of these guys behind us here. They did a great job. And we're here to then support that, provide, because I don't know if the public knows this, but there isn't funding for the wood and for the services in the school. So we have to step up and provide these things, and then we can do this for the beekeepers. So we're really proud and happy to be able to do that for you, you know, I mean, and to meet you, and we'll see you next week in your yards, and we'll start to put these into play. And thank you so much for all your communication and help, right? So, and we're thrilled to be doing this, and we'll get on to a really good bee year, and we'll show you the next segment about how we're putting in the hives and technology for helping the bees. So
applause.
So again, to the public, we really help with we really are appreciative of all the support and help that you give us. So it's really you as the public that are providing this and the money for this. So thanks again, and thank you from everybody at 4RBs.
And thanks, kids.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Big hand for the kids.
Yeah, so this is what we do, is that multiple products and that the beekeepers require, and we'll go through each individually what they need. So that was a project that was all about providing new cells for them and basically expanding their hives, which would cost them over $1,000 to do, and then bringing in queens. So that is where you're supporting that. And then in this picture here, this is Larry, our another beekeeper that was that has expanded his hive. He needed new queens, and we were here providing that for him. He's doing really well with expanding the cells, and so we came to Larry and started to buy some queens for him to expand out, because again, that's money that they would have to spend to putting out, and that's where you come in to what we're doing there. So this is Larry, which is in the Markdale area, and he has about 15 hives, and he's doing fabulous from last year. Larry had a real problem last year where he lost most of his hives, and he needed all the help he could get, which we have on video of him, and we provided the Pure Wave cells, and now it's thriving, right? And I think we have some pictures, if you can find them, Jake, later, that will show what his hives are doing now. But you know, we'll do that as we go along, right?
Exactly.
So
yep. Perfect.
Yeah. So this is Larry, and when we find his hives, we'll show everybody that. So keep going here. This is showing you how we provide into, this would be the rays where we've supplied it into the cells, and we're just getting to place it in there. That's his kids that have come out, his daughter and son, and there he is putting them in the hive. So this is another beekeeper we have where we're actually implementing them into the hives. So yeah, so and then this is okay, so then this would be Jackie and Yana, another set of beekeepers that we started to provide cells for them, and this is where we were starting to put it in, and then we'll show you what happened after. So all of this is the work we do in the field that we're wanting to show you. Well, there's somebody under there. Yeah, so Jake, you know this beekeeper. This is down in Michigan.
Yeah.
So maybe Steven, you can talk about that.
No, and I'm sorry, there's a little delay there, Brett. So forgive me. I'm kind of going forward, and it's still delayed. This is Steven here in West Bloomfield, Michigan, and we actually had the cells placed in the fall of 2023. This was the unpacking of this, and he actually last year at this time lost all his hives. They all got they actually had actually rodents in there that came, and it took out, it was a disaster for him. This year got the cells in, and he also did some other measures of protection, right? And they were just abundant. I mean, talk about live. I just want to play a little clip of me in there talking about this, because, man, I'll tell you, I'll just say it here, and then we'll continue on.
You know what's one of the coolest things is if you can experience hanging out
close to the bees with the beekeepers. I'm here with our West Bloomfield, Michigan beekeeper, Stephen, and we are unpacking the hives. They are abundant, thriving. It's amazing. But the frequency of hanging out in this environment is just profound. I highly encourage it. So if you want to experience something like this, definitely reach out and connect with some of the beekeeping organizations and the beekeepers locally, because you can hear this buzz. It's one of the reasons why beekeepers have one of the longest lifespans of humans. So just, you guys, the frequency of the hum, the buzz, is just phenomenal. And there's actually controlled hives. Now you go in therapy rooms where they have hives underneath, where there's no bees, obviously, in the room, but the buzzing, the frequency they make is profound. Makes me think of the video, Brett, that one of our partners, Terry, sent about how the frequency of their sound is what also communicates with the plants, and the negative and positive ions, they connect that way to gather pollen, and the pollen jumps. It's just remarkable. Maybe we have time later to show that. And then
now, Jake, do you have some pictures of just us putting them in the hive? Like, yeah, let's just see here. Okay, yeah. So before we do, yeah, put on, yeah, Jackie, just that one right there, the one with the hives. I just want to see. Yeah, so I just want people to see how we're putting them in the hives and then the runners at the bottom, so that the bees are all in contact with it. So that's how with your contributions, we provide everything to the beekeepers at no charge. So that's cells, new bee boxes. I'm going to talk to you in a minute about showing you we do seeding for them, food sources. So this is all showing you how they're going in the hives. And let's just see get to pictures there.
Yeah, I'm just getting.
Let me see what I want to see here. I want to talk about, yeah, okay. So you can see, sorry, Jake.
Yep. Yeah.
Just give me a picture, and then I can I'll talk what's going on with it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I want to show. You want to see the queens? Do you want a picture of the hives?
I just want to see us providing the cells to new beekeepers and what they do and all that kind of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm. Is that?
Yeah. So this would be, can everybody see that? Is that up and running, or is that blocked? Or
let me just open it in a new.
Yeah, open it so you can see.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. So that was just a new beekeeper coming on, Anne, where she's put out one hive there, and she has 10 in the back. So we did a promo for getting her new cells. It's early in the year, so we have seeds. That's a customized seed bag that's there that she'll use for food sources, and she'll have a group going, and then we come back and we do group seeding for them as well. So this is how we start. We'll bring on a new beekeeper, and then we provide them with cells, and we provide them with seeds, and we start the program. So everything to support them, that they would normally have to go out and spend that money to do it, or replace their hives and do that. And that's where the stress is on the beekeeper, because they don't have any support. They're doing that all on their own as a pollinator. So there's a new beekeeper coming on, Ann. So we wanted to show you how we start. And then let's go to some other pictures here, Jake, where we can let's show how we seed. Let's do a group shot of a gang coming out for seeding, right?
Okay.
Let's take a look at that.
Let me see right here.
Yeah, so go down. Yeah, click that.
Okay.
So that was last fall, because we'll do it spring. See if you can make that big.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is an example where we come back to the beekeeper after the spring and fall, and we go out onto their property with a large group, and we do the seeding. So that's all a 4RB seeding party. So we get a lot of volunteers out, and then we go out and we feed the bees, right? So and you can see that's in the fall. And then we pack them through the winter with them and then get those. And the survival rate on that particular yard was phenomenal. All survived coming into the spring. So that was last fall. So that's showing you a seeding for those two beekeepers, which were Brandy and Ryan. And then this year we're expanding their hives because they're doing so well. So all of you out there, that's a visual of what you're doing. What you're doing, apart from everything you're doing from yourself and what we have, is you're providing that, and you're looking at the very people that you're providing it for, this beekeeper, and then we bring out the groups and we look after that. So that's a seeding party, and we can show you a few more. We'll go back to some other picture. I think we did another one, which was, well, we've done 3 or 4 of them just in the last little bit, and we're out doing it again this year. But let's just see.
Where are some of the...
there should be some more there on last year's seeding. Just if you scroll up, you'll see a bit more. Yeah, there it is. Just go. Oh, sorry, Jake. You had a spread out. Not that one. Not that one. Down. Go down. No, go down. Go down. Go down.
Oh,
go down.
here we go.
I saw there was yeah, there we go. Let's see where we're spread out and actually. There it is, where we're spreading them out, where they're actually doing it. Can you see it down there over in the corner where they're actually? Yeah, there you go.
And we can talk over this too. You know what?
So this is where we actually start out. So we get pails of the seeding, and then we actually engage to go to section by section. You can see in the background where the hives are, but this is where all they feed. So by doing this next spring, there'll be 2 to 3 times the wildflowers for the bees to feed on. That's critical. That's their food source. So again, when we're saying that we're so grateful to you, this is the very thing you're supporting. You're watching it here. And we thought it was really important to show you that, because we tell you what we do, but we don't get to show you what we do. You don't actually get to put the face to it. So, and we participate. We come out personally to do this with them, organize it, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, it really is enjoyable. We get kids, adults, all ages. So it's really exciting, and and we do more and more and more as we're expanding out, have more money to do this. We're just getting, hundreds of more hives, and then thousands of more hives, and then we're hoping to get to hundreds of thousands of hives, and that's where we make a difference. So, and when you're buying the honey, when you're purchasing our honey, it's coming from these hives. It's coming from these areas that have the cleanest infrastructure around it. You're not in the cities. You've got the best ecosystem, and they're also built in the hives. So we just wanted to show you some of that so you could see it, right?
Something important too.
What else we got, Jake?
Yeah, and on that, can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to mention something too, because the honey, the Pure Wave energized honey, is from this greater area. But the beekeeping program, it's us supporting the beekeepers across the nation. And even we have beekeepers in Hawaii, and there's some in Europe starting. There's also an importance of the local pollinator and the local honey production for all the benefits as well. And we recognize that. We understand the role of the benefits of local. At the same time, there's benefits of wonderful products that give diversity as well, similar to, say, a Manuka honey, why that's beneficial. That's from across the globe. There's also importance of local as well. So this is an example of how the local beekeeper is being supported by you supporting your own family, getting the Pure Wave energized honey from Doc of Detox, and of course the Pure Wave cells we talked about last week, how those are supporting. And that's what's funding this. That's what's helping us fund to support this. And that's the cycle. I would like to play, Brent, the actual 4RB's mission video, because that ties everything we just talked about together.
Yes. Yeah, that's great.
So let's do that, and then we'll carry on here because I want to, and this is a video that I don't believe is on the, I want to play
I
this
think
for
it's on our
everybody.
site. I think it's the first video.
It is. It's not. I don't think it's on the library at Doc of Detox in the library where you get all the
Yeah.
episodes of Be Brave.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
this will tie in kind of what everything Brent and I were talking about in the mission. There you see Mr. Brent there, and then again our partner Terry and the group. But this is kind of tying everything we're talking about today, learning about how your support is making a difference.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. Just take first video.
In the grand tapestry of nature, a delicate balance weaves life's intricate threads. At its heart lies the humble honeybee, a tireless guardian of this equilibrium. Through graceful dances, bees pollinate a symphony of blooms, nurturing the cycle that sustains our world. As petals give way to fruit, their delicate touch ensures abundance to our food supply. It's a crucial reminder that our fate is intertwined with theirs.
There's a little delay there on the video, guys.
Intertwined with theirs. But today, this balance is faltering more and more as bee populations face unprecedented challenges. Without a collective effort to rescue our bees and enhance biodiversity, we're headed for devastation on a global scale. But amidst the chaos, a solution has emerged. A rallying cry echoes, a call to protect these guardians of our food chain. Introducing 4R Bees, a technology-driven organization that is saving bees globally and organically every day. At 4R Bees, we understand the critical role that bees play in maintaining the balance of our ecosystem. Saving the bees is synonymous with saving our planet, and 4R Bees is at the forefront of this mission. Through our revolutionary PureWave technology, along with collaboration, community education, and our corridor pollinator initiatives, 4R Bees is saving and replenishing bee populations worldwide. Our continued research and development in PureWave technology is the fundamental engine of this movement, ensuring a brighter future for the bees and for our world. The path forward is clear. To save the planet, we must save the bees. But we can't do it without you. Every dollar pledged by you for 4R Bees products is directed straight towards our mission, including providing PureWave cells to more and more beekeepers worldwide, free of charge. As a dedicated supporter of 4R Bees, you're fostering bee health, supporting global ecosystems, and contributing to a harmonious environment for our planet. It's an unequivocal win-win situation for all. And at 4R Bees, we make the mission of saving bees fun for everyone. So what are you waiting for? Join this incredible movement today. Visit 4rbees.com to learn more about how you can save the bees and redefine the course of our future. 4R Bees, saving bees, saving the planet.
And so that, you guys, give a little context of everything we talked about. Again, you, by partnering with Brave Heart Nation, as well as Doc of Detox, they've been a wonderful supporter of our mission. And your purchases of PureWave honey, energized honey, as well as the cell go towards this mission. So, Brent, would you want me to go back into the video slides?
Yeah,
You want to
go back into some of the video or just shots, and I just wanted to see a little bit of stuff, but I'll just see what I want to talk about here, which was really just some of the beekeepers. Let me just see what if you can show me some of the videos, then I'll or pics, and I'll just explain some of the other things that we were doing. Okay, let's just see here. if you go to where the rays were, where was that? I think yeah, wait a second. No, go down a little
Okay.
bit.
Okay.
Now you see where Thomas is standing over there? See
Yeah.
Thomas over to, yeah, click that on. Let's hear from one of the beekeepers there. This
Perfect.
was last fall. Put that on, talking about what the cell is doing in there for them.
Okay. Got it. Just taking time.
When Bill's ready. Go. Are you ready? Remember you were talking about the difference in the 2 yards of what happened here. So just explain a little bit when you noticed in the spring what was going on here, and then you can mention the 2 yards and all that kind of stuff. Just
yeah. So in this yard that has the disc, this spring they were just overflowing with bees. We ended up splitting almost every hive in this yard.
Is that because they were so strong?
Yes. So we made up new hives out of these hives. Okay. And then in the other yard that didn't have the discs, we didn't split any hive in there. Yet this summer we ended up with the same crop of honey. In fact, in this yard it was a little bit better than the other yard, wow, the Hedges yard. So it's just amazing that, you know, not only were we able to split every hive in here, but to get a good crop on top of that is rare.
It's rare, and that's unusual. And that was good. That was something that's,
yeah. So that was basically, you know, trying to give a result onto that, right?
So we just clipped that off. I just wanted them to see what it was that that Thomas is going. He's talking about the differences of the two. So and we've done that over and over with them. We just wanted to give you like a little chat from them. Now Magda, there's one in there with Magda. There's Magda down there to the right. I'm not sure if she spoke, but so Magda Havas is from Trent University, and she has been helping us for 3 years with the bee study. So she's right in here with us, getting all the data. We're going to be posting that very shortly on her professional and bee study that is done in a proper accordance with studyings and the way that the data had to come. So that's Dr. Magda Havas there. You can always look up, and some of you would know her. She's been on the shows here with Daryl. So we're just so excited that she's going to be giving her final analysis of what the Pure Wave cell is doing for the bees and validating that so that you can all know. You can all know what the beekeepers already know, but we can put it into it across the board of multiple beekeepers. She's doing a report on what that did and how much it helped them and what it did for the bees. So we just thought we'd like to show you that.
And she's been on the show, you guys, the Be Brave show. When we were talking about a lot of the electromagnetic pollution and how all this frequency that is affecting our biology, this is one of the most world-renowned experts, you guys, doing this pro bono for us, and it's going to be just phenomenal. So you are part of this, everybody. We want you to show, the purpose of today is to show that not only are some people out there attached to these great products you buy saying they're doing things, we want to show you what we're doing, what's actually taking place in the world that you are a part of. You are a part of this. Every jar of honey you buy, every cell that you refer, you share, and you buy from DACAdetox.com is going towards these efforts.
No, that's right, Jake. And also, just adding on to that this is super exciting. I mean, this is our mission. But where it ties back for you is at a cellular level, the bees are no different than us. At a cellular level, to help cells and to build immune system is no different than it is for us. So that when we're seeing what we related is what's seeing happening to the bees is also happening to us. So when you have your Pure Wave cell, it's affecting you from many, and that's why it's important to see the other shows that we've done, because that will show you what ways that people are using the cell for them personally, whether it be for inflammation, whether it be for gut health, whether it be for their pets. And that's why we want to do a whole other study and show on just, we have so many people that give us so many referrals and testimonials on what's happened to their pet by putting it under their pillow, their cat and their dog. And so we want to start to accompany that, because that's practical for you, that you can use in the home. So the bees are the indication of how well it works, but what we also want to show is how well it works for you, what it can do for you, what it can do in the home, your own hive. As Jake always says, your home is a hive, how it takes care of your family and you. So it's a lot to do, and that's why we showed you how we do the studies and where we were doing our studies. And we really put the time into this, and really wanted to let everybody know that we're in the ditches. We do the work. It's not something just to be telling you about and saying that we're not quite sure what's going on. We do this every day, and we'll continue to do that to change the environment and to change your life, which is both are connected. So that's what we really want to do today, and not in a long show, but really show you what it is that we do with this as far as helping the environment, what it can mean to you, and what it means to the beekeepers as to how they start to expand out and start to become healthy. And now they're all expanding their hives. That's why when we showed you the first picture about we had to build a whole bunch of new bee boxes for them, now you can get the youth involved. They're excited to build that for them. And then we get those into the hives and we expand more hives. And now we've got ourselves a situation where we're really, really expanding the bee population and the pollinating, right? So you can see how it's all connected. And we were excited to show you this. And we'll get better at showing this in a broader scale, because this is going to go worldwide. And we'll have larger groups, and you're part of that. You're going to be building up worldwide groups that are going to be changing this, and then other pollinators. So we're as I say, it's a very optimistic, super exciting world that we live in. If you just become creative, what's the solutions? The creative solutions are everywhere. It's just that they're in front of us. We have to look for them, and we have to be fearless, right? That Braveheart, right? We're fearless to go and do this and get out. And the support you get is unbelievable. You as our supporters are unbelievable, how much that you've come to our support. You have no idea how appreciative we are of it. So I'll leave it there. And if there's any, I don't know, Jake, how we can take questions. Are you able to take any questions, or without Sage being here? I'm not sure.
Well, the production team, are there any questions out there on the different platforms where this is being? If there are, you guys, we're here for questions. I can't reiterate enough that if you missed any of these episodes, we encourage you to go and watch. Those first 3 episodes are really, really a core, a foundation for everything we're talking about. It's going to really put in context what makes the technology unique. What also makes it connect at a cellular level. So go ahead. Any questions at all? We're here for you.
Yeah, and while we're waiting for that, so what we elected to do here in these 8 shows, I'm recapping now. Where did it come from? How did we develop it? Why are you connected to it? That's all in there for you, right? And how did we research it? What did we go on to do to research it in? How did it affect our gut health? What kind of test have we done with that, with food, with water? How is it developed for things like doing with, circulation and pain, and why that works? And then finally, we've shown you where we've taken it out into the ecosystem and showing you how we're making changes there. So for anybody who really wants to follow this from beginning to end, it gives you everything. And then what we want to do in the future is just show you more and more and more effective it is, and more what people are coming back to us and saying it is how it's changed from using the honey and using the cell. So, and more testimonials and getting into that kind of production. It just takes time, because you've got to get all that information back and have people, willing to share. So, and us spending more money on the production to show it to you. So as we're building the company, we'll put more and more and more into it. So just recapping, every jar of honey, every Pure Wave cell, not only is it fabulous for you, but look what you're doing. We just showed you the faces of what it's doing, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. We've only been out to the public for less than 2 years, and most of that's still into research. So, wait till it explodes. It'll super exciting. And what a program to be on, to bring it to you, to tie into people who understand frequency anyway. Because I mean, when you're talking Daryl and Sun Sage, what are they talking about most of the time? They're talking frequency, energy medicine, reconstructing how it works. So this is just a perfect tie-in for it. Okay, so I don't know if there's any questions, but we thought we would just keep it too shorter, right? Sorry? Go ahead.
Yeah. Any questions, you guys? We'll wait, and if you have time, producers of the show, to let us know, or you can put in the chat if there's any questions. You can put in the chat in the broadcast software here. That's perfect. And again, you guys keep up you're investing in your knowledge bank by being on this show. Whether you're watching this live on one of the channels streamed live, or you're watching this after, I just want to give you credit, because a major part of the change we want to be and the freedom we want to create in our own health is taking action, taking proaction. That's one thing that the Creator has given us, is the ability to proactively make decisions in our lives, whether that is supporting a mission like ours, or supporting the Doc of Detox, those products that support your body, supporting the type of media that you tune into. You're filling your tank, but it can't stop there. It has to be implemented. You have to take this knowledge and do something with it. And for us, it could be as little as sharing this link, sharing this platform to get the word out, going and continuing to do your own research, get on an email list, purchase some products, support the cause, support your well-being. Those are all ways of taking action. And I commend you for it, because it's not easy sometimes. It's not easy going against the grain and being a truth seeker, and also having the discipline to take action. So I give you guys credit. You're listening and tuning in because you are part of this wonderful journey. I don't want to call it a war, because it's not the war. The war is really within ourselves, on what we let affect us. And listening to Daryl, he's a truth speaker, right? Daryl Wolf is a leader, and he wanted to produce this show, this 8-part series, to remind us all to be brave and to be fearless. Fear, false evidence appearing real, you guys. There is no fear. It's what we make of it. So go and create the abundance in your life. Make the relationships sweet, like the superfood honey, and definitely try some of these products. You're going to fall in love with the honey. It's one of the best tasting honeys I've ever tasted in the world. And the Pure Wave cell is something that may or may not be right for you today, but you at least now know. You at least now understand the power of the star tetrahedron, the flower of life, the representation that two-dimensional field is of the three-dimensional atom. You're understanding this greater concept that applies to everything else in your life. And for that, we really give you credit. And we also thank you for tuning in, guys. We hope you've enjoyed this series. We're going to be back. We're going to collaborate with Braveheart Nation for a long time. We wanted to start with this 8-part series to be able to introduce ourselves to you, introduce what we're doing in the world. And we thank you for being a part of it. Brent?
Yeah, no, beautiful, Jake. So be brave, be creative, do your thing, right? You don't have to be watching what's going on. You can get in there and get involved. And we'll see you in a month or so with some new major productions on what's going on with the animals for your pets, and what's happening and how you can utilize it. And that's very valuable as you know, as us pet owners, our pets mean a lot to us, big time, right? And as they get older, this stuff really helps. So we're excited to do that for you. And on that note, again, our gratitude is for your support and showing you what we're doing with it.
Be brave, everybody, and be healthy and be strong, be courageous, be kind, be compassionate,
Yeah.
be patient, but be persistent. And
Yeah.
just keep making a difference and you will be the change. Be brave, everybody. Thank you, Brent, for
Thank
all that
everybody.
you do and have done. Yep.
Bye.
Take care, everybody.
Okay.
Have a wonderful week.
See you soon. See you in a month.